Okay, so Harper gave it a
And that
C
doesn't mean that
plus.
it's done and there's not good moments ahead and that we can't have fun doing this.
They're just
But let's
sporadic, and
but
and
let's
and,
be clear, the magic is gone.
and you you don't expect the good moments. They just happen.
It's still better than what comes on Wednesday and Monday nights
Oh
these days.
yeah. I mean, come on, bro.
I
That
mean,
goes without saying.
at least this was still pro wrestling.
Yeah, they should put like the brass ring, bro. What the fuck?
I'm comparing this against 85 and 86. If I'm comparing it against today's product, it's an A plus 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 plus.
Every
Dude,
week.
I saw that the fucking brass ring thing. I'm thinking that's from Sonic the Hedgehog. That's the
What?
ring. The rings
What are you talking about?
Yo,
on the
I don't watch this stuff.
We're
yeah
lost. What are you talking about?
on the pay-per-view.
What pay-per-view?
Uh,
The one that just
Hopper,
happened
I
on.
only saw clips of the two poots of jizz, this explosion. That's all
Oh,
I saw. I didn't see nothing. No Sonic the Hedgehog rings. What are you? You
they
got to
had a
educate us.
ladder match or some shit, and now they hang shit from the fucking like a Money in the Bank deal. It was the brass ring. You got to reach up and grab the brass ring, and it was this. It looked like a golden big donut, and I kept thinking it looks like the ring from Sonic the Hedgehog. We
Oh,
had to
Why
grab
don't
all the fucking rings.
I got a crazy idea. Why don't we just get in the ring and try to whoop each other's asses? And
Sonic the
along the
Hedgehog
way,
rings.
and hold on, because this is a real radical thought I'm about to lay out there. Along the way, let's talk some shit about it. We're so far away from real wrestling that if somebody just came out and did it right, it would get over huge.
Well, I mean, Doc, you said it on the Halloween Havoc pay per view. That what's rolled out on that particular show Harper's talking about. Harper and I had a semi discussion offline about this, about how you just can't even talk about it because it. There's nothing that you would say would be original anymore. You would repeat yourself over and over. But you
So we
made the
shouldn't do
point.
it every week on the show.
But you made the point during the Havoc pay per view when you said that's what they do. It's not even the same thing. It's the only semblance, and you didn't make this point, but I'll say it. The only semblance that makes that even close to 89 is the fact that there's a ring on the television.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
like
even
comparing a Chevy Impala now and saying this one is just as good as a '65 Impala.
No, no, no. Those are both cars. These aren't the
right.
same things.
It's not. Like I know where Harper's going because he's a car guy. It makes sense because they are quite different, but they're still cars.
And there's still the fucking logo. So look, this is Chevy Impala. This is just a new improved one. It has airbags. This one's safer.
No.
But that the stuff that especially that show on Wednesday nights, what they and I hate to say it, but WWE is as bad as that can be is much better. What they roll out there on Wednesday nights is not is usually most of it. Let me say is not pro wrestling. I watched that episode where Tully was out there and Shaq worked and went through the table because I wanted to see Shaq and I wanted to see Tully. And it's not pro wrestling.
Here's
It's
the thing that gets me. It's like they had no plan and were bad improv and just showed up. The sorry part is that they spend hours planning this shit.
it's I saw clips of that tag team gimmick they did at the pay-per-view. And again, I didn't see the whole thing, disclosure. I saw the clips of that tag team gauntlet or whatever they called it. And Harper, you know how you always said back in the days you had all these big bastards in the ring, muscle bound freaks, and
Yeah.
or they look like grown men.
Hmm.
There was nobody in that ring that I looked at and was like, I'm scared to get in a fight with that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you
And I
want to
don't
say?
consider myself a badass. I just look at that ring and go, man, these guys all look like I could pluck them and they would fall.
Yep.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
We can
So
keep
on-
yelling at clouds until the clouds are
Yeah.
no longer there. So
So-
who gets the Rolex?
On that note, the Rolex, you give yours out first because it certainly ain't going to Tommy Rich. He's getting the reverse Rolex.